This game is quiet. I'll have to turn up the volume a bit. There. Alright. Puzzle Bobble 2.
Berserker 2018 says, the milking of the fire rings and I mastered the defense.
Yeah, the fire rings. That's definitely something you wanna be aware of for sure. Puzzle Bobble 2. This is an interesting game, but it's very flawed.
Pearl says, woo up.
Hello, Pearl. It is time for pain. This is gonna be a long run. Alright, so you aim this thing around, and a lot of the time you have to do a pixel perfect shot. And after level 1 you do not get this helpful line anymore, and you have to, you know, actually look and gauge yourself. The game can give you a bubble in any color, assuming that that color is already
3 weeks ago,
on the screen.
my PB was 77k. Yesterday I scored 403k.
So here we have
Kiwi Berserker 2018
403,
says,
that's a big step
hey,
up, yeah.
Pearl, how's you?
So here there's 4 colors available, and it's kind of important that I put these bubbles on the right here, in the 4 colors preferably, before I clear that bubble stack on the left. If you clear a bubble stack, that will kill all the other bubble stacks that are not anchored anywhere.
Doing glitch research.
So for example here, if I kill the yellow bubbles on the right, everything stuck to those yellow bubbles would disappear. But not anymore now, because now there's also a red anchor on the left.
Oh, okay.
So I can kill that red anchor on the left, and next if I kill the yellow anchor on the right, it will clear all bubbles. I can also kill the red anchor on the right, which is slightly left of the yellow ones, and that will kill everything to the left of the red bubble, so that's how it works. And as far as scoring is concerned, you get at max 10 million for a clear. So the stage 1 strat is to get the 10 million 3 times. The way you get the 10 million is you have to clear 3 bubbles. You can't clear 4, it has to be 3. 2 does not clear, and more than 3 simply does not get the bonus. So it has to be 3. And next to those 3 bubbles there has to be at least 20 more bubbles being part of the cluster that gets cleared. If those criteria are met, you'll get 10 million. If you have 19 bubbles instead of the 20, you get 5, and so on and so forth. So you can get a small amount of score by almost getting 20, but it's not very much. So the idea is to set up for those big clears whenever you can, and often you're gonna require good RNG to have that happen. You kind of want to know which levels you can do it on and how many times. Some levels you can't get any score on and you have to just clear them for survival. And other levels are just really close, like sometimes if you get very lucky, you might be able to clear. It looks like I've made a mistake here, or... no, never mind. I don't think it was a mistake, I think I just never got a bubble to get rid of those ones. So right here, the way I'm trying to build is to clear the reds at the top. But if I miss shots like that, I can really screw it all up. This game does not have a timer. Instead, like a global timer, instead it gives you one timer for each shot, which probably lasts about 10 seconds or so. Looks like I screwed up my shot there. So the RNG is like, I think it is the same chance for every bubble that can appear to appear. So you can get the same bubble like 5 times in a row, or have a bubble never appear. I think that's how it works. The RNG is not very nice. So the game mostly comes down to luck rather than skill. Although skill is also a part of it. Most of the skill in this game is... well, it's just being patient more than anything. So if you lose your patience for just one shot, that could be, you know, that could be very, very bad for you. Here's another level where you can get a lot of score, but I'm not getting the luck I want for that score right now. So we'll see how that goes. So in order to give yourself the best chances to succeed in this game, you kind of have to play very slow. Think about every shot to give yourself the highest amount of luck. Or, well, to reduce the luck aspect as much as you can. And also to try to get everything, every shot very precisely, which is not easy sometimes. Anytime you have to bounce your shots on the wall, it's really hard to calculate exactly what's going to happen, for me at least. Now the game is giving me too many blues, and that's a huge problem. No, that black should go on the right. I don't know what I was doing. Okay, well that works too. Oh, well, huge mistake right there. Aiming mistake. See, in a situation like this, you're gambling. Like, you're hoping that you'll get a green before it's too late, while you're giving yourself more score here. It's just a matter of luck. And there's the green. I need that green. As you can imagine, I did quite a lot of runs to get the PB in this game. That's still not a 10 million, but I mean a 5 million is something. This was probably my second most played game. This or Mario. I think it was probably this. Behind pole position.
Yvonne04 says, hello.
Hello, Yolympics organizer. Watching the rest of my replays now. I still have a good number of them left to watch. This is a no-score stage. A lot of the no-score stages, if you get amazing RNG, are possible to get score on still. It's possible a lot of the time, but generally you go into these stages, these no-score stages, assuming that you're just gonna clear them and move on to a better stage. And kind of one of the painful aspects of playing this game is that you have to take all of these no-score stages very seriously. Because the game can screw you over anytime it wants. Even on a seemingly innocent-looking stage, the game can just be like, I'm gonna give you the worst bubbles possible the entire time, and you literally might just be finding a way with no way to win. No way to win whatsoever. That can happen. That's why you have to take it seriously and try to do the smartest shots you can. When I play this game, like, I found myself game overing on random stages all the time. All the time. And some stages towards the end of the game are legit just really hard. You need really good luck for them to be to like not feel hard. One survival strategy when you're doing these no-score stages to help contribute to like what's a good shot and what isn't, is to remember what bubbles you don't actually need to clear, because they'll get cleared on their own when you clear another set of bubbles. If you get bubbles you can't use for anything, you can just stack those bubbles in a group that is going to be cleared by a bigger clear later, sometimes. And that can save you time. For example here, if I land this orange shot, which I did, then everything under those orange bubbles is going to get cleared eventually, and I do not need to be, you know, scared of putting things there. I can see all these trash bubbles I can't do anything with, can just go there, because if they go somewhere else, then I might legit like have to get rid of them manually later. The game is giving me a terrible RNG here. Innocent looking stage, terrible RNG. I mean, what are you gonna do? Just gotta not mess up. This stage is just to get a yellow bubble and win. I think when I got this bubble, I was like running to the kitchen to get something to drink. And I would just let that bubble like time out. I think that's what happened. Because I was thirsty and I have a long run ahead of me. I remember it.
Yvonne04 says, LOL.
That's why I'm not really doing anything here. I used like a hand I didn't need to like move my arrow while I was drinking. Looks like I'm playing again now. So that's something you can do in this game. You can take like a short break during the game sometimes. I missed a shot there. I'm probably, you know, rushing it a bit because I know that even with bad RNG, this one should be cleared, and I'm not gonna get any score anyway, so I'm probably rushing my shots. That looks like a perfect... No, never mind. No, it wasn't. Lots of mistake shots here. I mean, shots of this nature often are pixel perfect. Like, it's really frustrating. It's hard to get the perfect pixel here. There it is. The game is having like no mercy. It wants me to die, but finally it gives me a red. Of course, if I avoided all those mistakes, it wouldn't be quite this close. This is another no score level. Although, strictly speaking, it's not impossible to get score on this level. It's not impossible, but it's stupid. I'm not sure why I tried to do that, because I know that's impossible. Here's an orange that I can't get on those oranges. If I try to bounce it on the wall, it will just stick on the left there. On the blue or the red or something, see, like that. There's no way to get that orange up there. This is a level where you can get 30 million points if you get amazing RNG, and 20 million points if you get like normal RNG. You can get anything in between, doing 25 with great RNG, or you know, 2 10s and 1 5. But you know, I'm going for broke. I want to get 30, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to assume that I might have to use the blue if I'm not getting a red, but I'm also hoping that I can use the reds instead, because the reds give me the highest chance of a full score, so 10 million. But I'm still gonna have an emergency blue next to the red, just in case I'm not getting a red. Then I can just clear the blues. And then for all the other bubbles, I just try to put them in a way where it decreases the chances of me having to put 3+ in a group. Now it's giving me too many blacks, but it's not over yet. There's the red, and if I'm counting 5, 10, 15, I have a 20 bubbles, so that red was the perfect time for a red. So perfect. Other than the blues there, it's perfect RNG. So it was 2 bubbles away from, blacks. Other than the blacks there, it was perfect RNG. So it was 2 bubbles away from perfect, I think. Since if I got a red instead of 5 blacks, you know, I would have been able to clear a bit earlier. So it was good. It was very good. On my second chance, I got the perfect red. Here it's the same, except I'm using the purples and the blacks. So the purples are my emergency clear, and the blacks are my main clear. So if I get great luck, I'll use the blacks, and if not, I'll use the purples. And now it's giving me too many blues, and this could be really ugly. Now it's giving me way too many blues. I have no choice but to waste tempo here. You get a finite amount of shots before the board goes down. It's not based on a timer. You shoot X amount of times and the board goes down. So having to clear your own bubbles like that is terrible for score. But since it gave me like 5 blues in a row, I mean, there was nothing left for me to do there. Here's the black, and it was a 10 million, so I got an amazing black. So it was like the same thing there. I didn't get good RNG, but then on my second chance I got perfect RNG. So it was like, that's still good. I mean, that's still very good RNG. It just wastes tempo for that to happen, which decreases the chance of the future clears being 10 million. Here it's the red and the blue again. The red is my main, the blue is the emergency. And I don't want to put that red close to the other red, since, you know, that increases the chance of me getting, if I get too many reds, to be forced to remove reds. Same with this black. We want the black on the right there. Perfect spot for that black would be in between the two greens, but I wasn't sure if I would be able to land that shot. This red has to go right, because if I put the red in front of those blues without clearing the other reds, then I'll clear 4 reds rather than 3, and that will lose the score. So that was a perfect score luck, 30 million. So this is a very strong run as of right now. This was the best pace I've ever had here. I've had one other run that was like not too far behind this, and that failed later. But this was the best pace I've had here. Here the idea is to get rid of the blues, and then get rid of the blacks and the purples up there, and then use the whites. That is the strat here for 10 million. And then if you've done that quickly, like if you can do that fast, you might have enough time to get another 10 million clear afterwards. It's possible. I've done it. It's possible. It's just difficult and not very likely, I think. Since I have extra whites here, I can stack them here to get a bigger clear. And then I have to hit this shot, because if I miss this shot, I could get a game over, so that shot has to be hit. And now you can still get another score clear. It's possible, but you need good bubble luck. Which I'm clearly not getting here. I should get rid of those, yeah, like that. And now it really just comes down... Well, that wasn't supposed to happen. I have to get rid of that. Assuming that I don't miss my shots, which, you know, I missed a shot there. Assuming I don't miss my shots, it's gonna come down to not getting too many of the same bubble now. I have to get the black. If I don't get the black soon, I can't get score. Because I have to get rid of those top left blacks to proceed to build. Otherwise they will be an anchor that doesn't clear the other bubbles. There. Now unfortunately I don't think there's enough time left for a big clear, because the lowest bubble I have there is going to go off screen in after the board goes down 1, 2, 3 more times, and that's going to happen because it happens more and more often over time. Like the more times the board has gone down, the less shots you need to make before the board goes down again. So I'm just gonna have to clear that and get a lousy 600k out of it. This is another no score stage. We just want to clear this and move on. This is a no-score stage unless you get whites very often at the start. Then you can turn it into a score stage. But you can't do anything unless you get the whites here. There, I got a good amount of whites. Not perfect by any means, but a good, pretty quick whites. So scoring right now is possible, and I think I'm sitting here thinking about the best way to do it. Because I only managed to score on this level once in my life, I think, so... I made a mistake, so now I probably just want to beat it and move on. This can be a nasty level. It's a no score level. And if you get bad, this is one of those levels where if you get bad luck, could be game over. Because if you die once in this game, it's game over. You don't have any extra lives. It's just one life, and that's it. So some bad luck here, or a stroke of bad luck, or a lot of missed shots could all be over. This white should go under the purples, because that way I don't have to clear another white later. This white, in my opinion, should go where it will clear itself as well, because it's hard to put it over there. I'm getting very bad energy. It's not fun to see. This is another difficult bubble. Like, this is a difficult decision where if I should gamble on that or just assume that I have to waste it and get a blue. So gambling it was good that I didn't gamble on it. This is a hard shot to hit. I mean, I have no confidence I can hit this shot. It's just barely possible. Oh, there it is. It's just barely possible. That's another, like, that white is another bubble that I wish I never got. I missed that orange. Big decision here. I have to use this white over there or I really risk dying. If I miss this shot, that could be over right then and there. Unless I get tons of whites. There it is, I got the shot. If I miss that white shot, probably would be a game over. Watching what these other bubble colors, yeah, 100% would be a game over if I missed that. If I just get a white, you know, I'm totally confident. But the game takes forever to give me one. Game is still giving me crap bubbles, man. It hurts to watch. Crap bubbles all game. Well, other than the scoring stages, of course. That's what truly matters, I guess, as long as you don't get the game over. But having to be this close on survival levels is no fun, man. If I have to get this blue in there. There we go. Just 4 minutes to beat that stage. I mean, welcome to Puzzle Bobble 2. You have to be so fucking careful. This level is a nightmare. It's a nightmare. This is a score level. You can get score on this level. But sometimes it like this level was my greatest nemesis when it comes to when it comes to the score levels. I struggle with this one a lot in my runs. I had some runs where I got score on this level, and I had more runs where I didn't, I think. Or where I had runs where I game over on this, trying to get score. The idea is that you want to get these all these bubbles here on the screen right now cleared, but you also want to save some bubbles in the corners, so that you have the colors of those saved, so that you can actually build something later. And if you waste too many shots, you lose the tempo, and then you can't build later. So I wasted a shot there. That wastes tempo, and it will be harder to get score later because of that. This is also a difficult level to score on, even when, you know, when things are going well at first. Because the walls on the sides are so far away that it's hard to calculate when you're building a wide structure. It's very hard to calculate the perfect shot to keep building a wide structure without like missing. Well, that's just wonderful. I mean, you just look at it. It's so hard to have that not happen. I think at this point I just gave up on scoring on this level. Like, I knew that, okay, there's no point anymore. I'm just gonna have to clear it. I don't want to waste this great pace I have. 96 million here is very good. I need to, like, not game over. Hurts to get no score on that level. That really cost me first place this tournament for sure. On this game, to get no score on that level. No, actually, I remember there was another level that I'm supposed to get score on later in the run, where the game was just like, nope. I'm sure there was a level like that. This is a score possible level, but I think I fucked it up. I have this memory of just fucking this one up. Yeah, it's kind of fucked up. It's already pretty fucked up. This isn't a good structure. I should have put that purple up there and used that as my clear. I guess I'm gonna do that now. No? Yeah, I don't know. I fucked this one up. I don't remember what was going on in my head when I did this. But I mean, just look at it. It's pretty obvious this isn't gonna work. So, yeah, looks like I just gave up. Oh, I hate this level. Well, I hate is a strong word. Well, I don't like levels like this one. You have to take it very seriously. You can't just shoot wherever you want, because doing so, you never know. One of your shots might not have been in the optimized spot, and that could make you, 5% more likely to game over just from that. So it's important to take every shot seriously to give yourself the highest chance of not getting killed by luck. This white should just go under the yellow on the right so that it gets cleared automatically. But that's not what I did. Well, this works too. That works too. And I mean now, like, if the game just doesn't give me a yellow, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? There's nothing I can do. I'm just dead. So that's this game. That's what makes this a terrible game. Objectively speaking, it's a terrible game. Even though I've had some sick enjoyment playing it for some reason. Just look at this. The yellow finally comes. And there, it was actually important that they killed off those yellows one by one there. That was the more optimized way of doing that, so it was good that I realized that. And I mean now, I'm getting too many yellows, like what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? All I can do is pray that I'm getting blues next. If I didn't get that blue there, and if I didn't hit that blue, that would be game over. After like a long playing session. Just, that's it, it's game over. Three minutes of that bullshit. You have to be so patient in this game. It's a good thing I am a patient guy. So I'm not 100% sure what color you actually want to clear here. If I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sure what would be best. It might just be mostly about luck rather than common sense when it comes to that clear, but I'm not even sure if that's true. The left structure right now is scary, that's why I would rather put the purples on the left and then the yellows on the right. Well, if I was to make the decision right now, but I guess back then that's not what I decided to do then. I think I was probably scared of that red shot. I don't know why else I would have done that. I was scared I would miss it. And thought that it was safer to do it like that. But I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I think I could have hit that red shot. And I think what I did was more dangerous. There was a tiny chance what I did there would screw me over. You know, maybe a 5% chance that I would get too bad RNG to live. from that decision. Just an estimate, you know. If the game totally screws me over with the colors. This level is super RNG based. I remember this level leading me to many game overs. I had at least like 4 game overs on this level in my attempts. Not very fun. And the reason for that is usually that the game gave me the stupidest initial bubble structure. Like, the bubbles you see at the start of this level is so random. Sometimes it's just fucking bullshit. This time it is not bullshit. Thankfully. Although it could be easier. Looks like I'm getting good bubble luck so far. Very good bubble luck, very easy to make my decisions and get rid of stuff right now. And now we're getting the 2 worst bubbles, or like 2 out of the 3 worst bubbles. And then a good bubble. And then a good bubble. I don't even think I should put that orange there, because it's better if I just wait for purple. There's the purple, okay. Well, I guess it's fine. I'm a bit scared of the purple, like getting stuck on the orange, but I guess that can't actually happen. Yeah. When I did this run, my judgment was probably better than it is right now, since I haven't played in a while. I think right now, I might be thinking about score when I'm looking, but that's probably a mistake. Maybe I'm thinking about it, but like deciding not to do it. Because look, like, score right now is not impossible. It's not impossible, but it's not impossible, but it's not gonna happen. I mean, just look at it, it's not gonna happen with this. When you're finally done with that stupid stage, you're rewarded with this. This is a level where you can get at least 20 million. I know how to get 20 million. I'm not sure how to get 30, but I know how to get 20, and 20 was my strategy. You're going to want to build on the right without anything touching the wall on the right, the wall that like slides down left a bit, and if nothing can touch that wall, and if it does, I have to you know, get rid of it before I proceed. And then I want to get rid of some of the armor on the left. The armor is what I call anything that's blocking the orange and the purple and the green and anything over there that I can use to get rid of everything on the right. So I have to get rid of the armor there. So I need greens, yellows, and blues to get rid of that armor, and I'm not getting those. So I'm wasting a lot of tempo right now, because if you look, I have an abundance of bubbles on the right. I have more than I need to get 20 million, so that just means it's a wasted tempo. The ceiling would just get lower and lower while I get bubbles that I can't do anything with. And now there's a mistake, because I've just anchored whites over there, and I get a purple, so I can get a clear. So what I could do now is I could get rid of the purples and then use the whites to get score. But that means I have to waste for whites. So that's not great either. I have wasted a lot of tempo right now. And now I'm just getting purples. I mean, just look at this. Just look at this mess. I'm sitting here just waiting for whites. It's a waiting room for whites. There's no other game plan. There's nothing else important I can do. All I can do is just hope I get whites soon. I can use these oranges instead. And now we wasted too much tempo, and now we have to build a very solid structure to get another 10 million, and that I find that very difficult to do on this level. See, I missed a shot there. I missed a shot. And now it's too low. It's too low, and I'm missing another shot. I think I gave up. Yeah, I think I gave up. I was like, I'm gonna game over if I keep this going, and I gave up. I think that's what happened. Game over is a real threat if I try to score here. It's a big threat even, so best to just try to win. That's too low, I think. Oh, never mind, it was good. So I'm supposed to get 10 million more on this level, but such is life. I never actually tested if there's any other way to do this level, so I just did that. I don't know, maybe there's a better way. This is an annoying level. Not a fun level. This is just bubble luck. That's the whole level. It is just bubble luck. There's no other... nothing else to this level. Just get good bubble luck or game over. Or rather, don't get bad bubble luck or game over. I missed a shot. Not a good shot to miss. Okay, good thing the game is giving me a second chance. If I put this orange there, then I can't... Oh, no, I can just barely use the greens, right? Yes, I can. Okay. I think I should put that under the green. Or, well, under there works too. Doesn't really matter which. Yeah, this has to go under the green or the orange, but green would be better, I think. Oh, looks like I put it in the wrong spot. I don't know, some of these shots, I'm not sure if they're mistakes or if I just didn't do the optimal decision. This is a difficult clump to get rid of over there. If I get a red, I can of course try to bounce it on the right. If I don't get a red though, then it's a pretty nasty clump. Now I can't bounce the red there, because the stuff on the right is in the way. And if I try to shoot the red like that, it's never gonna hit. It'll either get stuck on the blues, or hit the top like that. And now that I've removed these blues, it should be possible to put the red up there, but maybe I was scared of attempting it. Looks like I'm saved. What a nasty level. That one took almost 4 minutes. This is a score level. I should not shoot that over there. What the hell am I thinking? Don't. Don't. Go back. Go back. Go back. Yes. Holy shit. What the fuck was I thinking? On this level, the game seems to be programmed to only give you oranges and blacks until you've cleared high enough. And then the other colors are available. Now, what we're going to do is we need to clear a bit more stuff on the right first. And then we will connect a right and a left, and then we're going to get rid of the reds on the left here, because they are an anchor that cannot be used for score since there's 3, and a 4th one would kill the score. And then we're just going to build on the left until we can get a score clear on the right. There's a number of things you can use to get your score clear here. And it looks like I'm probably going to end up using those oranges. But, you know, I could put a black next to the black there and see if maybe I can use that. There's many different ways you can approach this. I think putting a black there and thinking that maybe I'll have to use this black is a good idea. Okay. Probably counting. Very nice. I don't remember this level. I don't know what this is. Actually, wasn't this level kind of easy, maybe? I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see. So, yeah, that blue can't go anywhere. That means that putting the blue under the whites is good, because then the blues will disappear when you kill off the anchor.
Yvonne04 says, what game in your replays is after Puzzle Bobble 2?
Let's check here. It's R-Type Leo comes after, and then Rainbow Islands, Rally X, Rock and Rope, Rygar. A lot of much shorter runs. This is a very long run. Probably the longest run I played. Either this or, you know, maybe Ninja Baseball Batman because of all the dynamite. That one was also over an hour, I think. I actually haven't managed to clear as much of this abomination as I would have liked. Playing slowly here is key, because you have to think all your shots through, like what shot gives me the highest amount of chance to not get screwed by luck. Well, here, ideally I would do a difficult shot here, but should I attempt it? If I fail it, I won't have anywhere to put this purple. I failed it. But I'm getting another white after, so the game have mercy on me. Yeah. Putting the white to the right of that white seems to be better than left. There's nowhere good to put this white. The best you can do is hope you hit the shot on the left here, but you know, that's not super helpful, so if you fail that shot, you're just making it worse for yourself. Here's a white, there's no good place for it. If I put it on the left, I'm kind of blocking myself from doing stuff on the left. Putting it on the right, I have to hope for yellows, of course. Here I'm gambling between blue and purple, and since I'm getting blue first, I'm saying, okay, I hope for blue. And if I'm getting purples, I can use those to get rid of the oranges over there, so it works out. This is because I know that I'm gonna have to get rid of these oranges soon anyway, and I have nowhere to put the white, because the only other white on the screen is gonna get killed by the yellows. There's the oranges. The game is giving me bad Bobble RNG overall here. This purple is useless. I have to hit this shot. Or I have to, you know, get a red and then a yellow immediately after. Okay. There's nothing good you can do with this yellow or this white. Is that gonna work? It's better. It didn't. That's not good. That's not good at all. This is a big problem we're facing. I'm gonna need to get like 2 purples or 2 blues. Here's 1 purple. 2 oranges would also have been okay, although not as good as 2 purples or 2 blues, I think. These yellows cannot be used for anything. They are gonna go to the right, so we can kill them off by killing the purples later, I think. There's nothing else we can do with them. I mean, looks like I'm gonna 3 in a row, so... This orange is pointless. All that's missing is a blue. If the game gives me a bunch of blues, that's also, like... just pointless. There it is, there's the purple. This seems like if I get rid of these blues, I can finally proceed because I can hit the red up there. And the game is still giving me like unwanted colors, because the game is really fucking messed up. Just give me a red, man. There you go, 5.5 minutes of fighting for your life. For that level, I mean, this game is fucked up. This game is fucked up. Okay, from what I remember, this level didn't go very well. I think you can get 20 million in this level, but I didn't practice how to do that. I just made sure I knew how to get 10. Okay. Damn, my homies are gonna play Warcraft 3 while I'm doing this. But that's okay, I already played Planet Warcraft 3 today. Maybe I'll join after the replay stream. But, you know, this replay stream is gonna go on for a while. Unless I do it in 4 parts instead of 3. Which, you know, I might, because this third part is gonna be pretty long. What level is this again? This was only my second credit ever getting this far, so... A lot of these late levels, I just kind of forget what they are. What is this level? Doesn't look like a too hard of a level, but of course you need to not get bad luck. Okay, so... I think getting rid of the lower blues should take priority, yeah, I think that's better. Since the orange is useless, I can put it under those translucent bubbles. I think I need to use this red with a bounce. Is that gonna hit? Good. And then I need purples and reds. And then I win, basically. I think that's how it goes. So this orange should go on the right to... There it is. To not get in the way. This yellow can go anywhere on the left. Doesn't really matter. It should just go on the left. Now I'm just waiting for reds and purples. I mean, what else can I do? All I can do is wait for purples now. It's not going to be fun if I don't get them. There's the red. I just want to stress, if you don't get those bubbles, it's game over. That's how this game is. If the game wants you to die, you're gonna die and there's nothing you can do. There's finally a purple there. Now I can finally win. In fact, clearly you can get score on this level, but it's probably a bit too late for that. The ceiling seems a bit too low. If I use a red on that magical bubble. Wait, what am I doing? Oh well, I could use the orange and just clear everything and ignore score. Yeah. But I mean, maybe I should have gone for score here. I don't know. I don't remember. Are there any more scoring levels left? I think there's like one and I failed it or something. Oh, this level. I remember this level. This is one of the most bullshit fucking levels. This level is bullshit. If you... this level is such a heavy-handed get the right colors or die level. Like... The guys who made this game are so rude to give you a game where the bubbles are completely random and put in levels like this. I mean, what are you gonna do? You get the wrong bubbles. What the fuck are you gonna do here? There's not enough space. You're just dead if you get the wrong bubbles too much. Alright, so there's no good spot for this white. This white is just gonna clear its own on the right there. I mean, there's nothing else I can do with it. Now I have to gamble between green and blue, because using the yellow wouldn't be smart, because the yellow is gonna clear the purple and the black. So I gambled for blue over green. I won the gamble. Now I have a bubble I can't use, so it goes there since I'm waiting for blacks anyway. The reason I wanted to wait for the green is because I'm waiting for a red that is gonna clear the greens anyway. And if I put the green there, then clearing the yellows will have and clearing the reds will have a different. I'll have to get rid of both for the greens in the middle to disappear. That's why I didn't save that green. I gambled there, purple over black, and I lost the gamble. Should have waited for the black. I should have trusted the black, but you know, the black never came. Like here, I've been waiting for black for a very long time. The fact that I stopped having trust in black isn't very strange. I've been waiting for black since the start of the game, pretty much. Alright. I mean, not much I can do here. Yellow, black. There's the red finally. I've been waiting for that red since forever. White's not the best, but at least I can clear a white over there. Later, of course. Black, once again, black is not a good bubble to get here, but at least I can at least put it somewhere. But it's gonna get in the way if I get greens and reds. That black is gonna be in the way. This orange can't be used, it's gonna disappear. That orange up there is gonna impede a future purple, so it's a decision. It's a decision, you have to just hope that it's a good decision. Right now it's important to get yellows and greens. And blacks, alternatively, black could be good if I can hit the black shot on the right wall. Then a black would be good too. So if I can just hit this black shot. I missed it. Now I am in a world of pain. Better to just put the black on the left. Okay. This is good. The game is letting me live. You know, I just need blues, greens, reds, anything that starts getting rid of shit. What a stupid level. Stupid fucking level. And this level is annoying. I mean, I haven't failed it, but it's annoying because if you're slightly careless, you know, slight misjudgment, you'll immediately game over on this level. Like, let's say the first bubble you get is one that has to go far right to far left. Then you need to do an almost pixel perfect shot. This is another stupid level. This level is absolutely ridiculously stupid. They are so rude for putting in a level like this. This is so stupid. What the fuck is this? It's a joke. They are just telling you outright, okay, here's a level, and if you get the wrong bubbles, you die. I mean, look at it. It's with all these translucent bubbles here, that makes it even worse. There's even more situations where you have nowhere to put your bubbles, and you're waiting for a specific bubble. You're in like orange waiting room or blue waiting room. Just look at this. Oh, I missed a shot! I missed a shot. That's not where I wanted that blue to go. Alright, it looks like I'm fine now. This orange can't be used, so it should go to the right of the translucent bubble there. Left or right, I guess. Once again, it could go right or under the blues. Right would probably be better, because under the blues it kind of gets in the way. More shit we can't use, I mean... It's too big of a risk to put that there. I'm so scared it's gonna get stuck on the blues. Or get in the way, like get under the translucent bubble. That's one of those 50-50 shots over there where you're like, okay, I don't know if I'm gonna get reds or oranges later. So now, you know, if you start getting reds, you'll have nowhere to put them. You just hope you get orange. I've been waiting on blue since forever. Are you seeing this? Like, look at how much time I've spent waiting for blue. And because I'm not getting blue, it's over. It's over. What am I gonna do? I'm not getting blue. There's nothing you can do if you don't get blue here. Blue. I haven't had blue for like 20 bubbles. There's blue. Way too late. It's not like not like there's enough time to beat the stage now. Unless maybe if I get perfect luck. But look, there's a purple and then a blue after. I can't use both. This game, this is bullshit, man. Oh great, here's a purple and then a blue and then an orange. I can't put the orange anywhere. There's no orange. Green. This is so fucking retarded. I don't need a green. I need purple and red more than green, especially purple. There's the purple. And now what? Now what do I do? No, I did the wrong thing. So the red there should have gone on the right under the translucent bubble, under the purples. That would have been the best spot for the red. I don't know why I didn't put it there. Maybe I needed more time to think. I don't have enough space to use this blue. It's gonna get stuck on the red. There's not enough space. Yeah, in order to not get it stuck on the red, I shot it too low. I mean... What a stupid fucking game. It's unbelievable. There's no satisfaction from this game. You're super patient, you're super slow. And what's your reward? Bullshit RNG. It's your... That's the whole game. It's just luck. Yeah, what a stupid game. I'm still giving it a 4 out of 10 because I get some weird, sick enjoyment out of it for some reason. But don't ask me why. Not even I know why. I mean, at least it's cute. It has colors. Colors are always nice. Alright, next game. I'll probably do a part 4. And since that run was so long, I probably won't do too many replays today for that reason, and I'll end part 4 with a larger number of shorter replays. So R-Type Leo is next. Not too interesting of a game, R-Type Leo, but it's a nice game. It's not bad. What's the name again? Okay, so not too interesting of a game, this one. Let's turn down the volume a bit. But I don't know, I've always had a soft spot for this game.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
Just because of stage 6. Stage 6 is really cool. I always like that stage. So I don't know, is this a 5 out of 10? Or is it a 6 out of 10? I'm not sure. You know, I'm always feeling a bit... I'm always pretty positive-minded when I do these, so let's just go with 6. Just because of stage 6. The rest of the game isn't very... I mean, for score the game isn't very interesting, but... the reason I have a soft spot for this game is just because it's kind of chill. It's like... this isn't the kind of shmup where... this isn't one of those shmups where it's very interesting to play it for a long time. Like, improving your score for a longer period of time. This is not the right game for that. But it's a fun game to play a couple times. That's how I feel about this game. You know, just play this game until you know what you're doing, and then it's not going to be very interesting anymore, because, I mean, you know what you're doing. The game is quite easy and slow. Anyway, I'm not too experienced in the R-Type series. I've only played this one and the first one. Because I'm just not really too big of a fan of the series. I actually really dislike the first R-Type. That game is shit in my opinion. This game is way more fun. But this game is also easier. And this game also has worse gameplay mechanic. This game has better stage design and bosses, but worse mechanics, I think. Like the first R-Type, the way you use the pod is more interesting. In this game you're just like, oh, I press a button and I attack things on the screen, and it has auto-aim. Like an auto-aim high damage attack that you just press a button to use. That's not very interesting. I mean, let's be honest. That's a really boring gameplay mechanic. So, what else does this game have? It has 3 different weapons. Red, blue, green. And they're all good at different things. I like red in the early game. And then I like green in the late game, and I like blue in a few isolated parts. But if you pick the wrong weapon, it's usually fine. This is not one of those games where like the game's just like, oh, you have to have this weapon or you die. Worst case scenario, it's just gonna be a bit harder. Like there's one part in stage 5 where if you don't have blue, it's kind of awkward and it's significantly harder than if you do have blue, for example, but by no means are you automatically dead from picking up the wrong weapon. The scoring system is killing things, collecting items. I think I avoid the speed up item because I don't like being too fast in this game. But if you collect all of them, I think they give like 100 points each or something very tiny like that, so you can probably gain small amount of points from that. Maybe it's 1,000? I don't remember what it is, but it's not much. And then at the end of the game, that's like the main thing, is the end of the game. There's a trick you can do. Plus you get 1 million for every life you have remaining, so of course you have to no-miss the game for the best score. And killing everything is probably, other than the weird trick, killing everything is probably like the more interesting part, because there are parts of the game where killing everything is not simple. For example, on stage 1 there's the asteroids, where every time you destroy an asteroid, it spawns a bunch of small asteroids as a result, and the small asteroids all spread out in a ring, and a lot of them like quickly go off screen because of that. So every small asteroid gives points, so getting max score on stage 1 is probably really hard. This is another level where killing everything is not easy, and requires some special strats to pull it off that I never bothered to learn that, because these things are pretty close to insignificant, so you only want to start doing things like this if your PB is really high and you're like, I have to start doing things like this now. But yeah, this level near the end, it has some enemies that like, they spawn rings that you can kill. So you can kill a ring, wait for the enemy to spawn another one, and then kill that ring, and just keep doing that without killing the enemy. And there's going to be a lot of enemies doing that, so it's going to be hard to like micromanage that strat on every enemy. But that's something you can do to max your score on this stage. I always like the backgrounds on this stage, really cool looking. Here's the enemies I was talking about. They're like flowers. Plants, I mean. Plants. And then they make these rings. But I don't give a shit about that. I just play. The bosses in this game are more interesting than in the first R-Type by a significant margin. In that game, most of the strategy is to just sit in one spot and to do nothing. Sometimes you want to like move around. You move around, but like you don't dodge anything. You just move around the boss or something. In R-Type 1, but in this game, the bosses actually have attacks that you have to go around. You have to do something. So the bosses are, well, they actually feel like bosses. At this point, we're gonna start to move away from the reds and focus more on the green. Red is just a straightforward shot, whereas green, this is probably the basis for one of the weapons in Mahou Daisakusen. Bornam's pink weapon does the same thing. It like goes forward, and then if something is in this game's case under or over you, it like goes up or down to hit that enemy instead of just going straight forward. So that can be useful in parts like this where there's enemies on the ground that you can't really hit very easily. Of course, you can always just press your auto attack button. That works too. Here's just some simple bullet streaming, just move slowly, and I mean, it speaks for itself. not sure red is even the best on the boss, but I'm gonna assume that it is. That's probably why I'm holding it. I mean, let's be honest, this game isn't very hard, so it doesn't really matter. You don't have to know the best weapon for everything. This boss, though, is probably the first sort of hard part of the game. It's very easy to mess up this boss. But the bullet pattern is static. So you can memorize that, like, okay, if I stay and hug the... For example here, if I stay and hug the ground, the bullet's being shot straight left from the right. I can't hit me because I'm always going to be under them. So... the pattern is scary, but it's still static.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
This stage, the game gets a bit more interesting. I think the first 4 stages are not very interesting. And stage 5 is more interesting. And then stage 6 is the most interesting. So, the game basically gets better each stage. Until it finally becomes a bit interesting near the end. Having blue here helps a lot. Not having blue can be quite dangerous. Here you just need to wait for the right time to move through. Having too many speed ups for stuff like this could be tricky, so stuff like this is precisely why I like to keep my speed low. Although the stage 6 score trick is probably the biggest reason, maybe. I don't even remember if that's it. Maybe it is. Here you can speed kill these things so that nothing happens. It doesn't really matter if you fail to do so. It's all that's gonna happen is this, and you can easily shoot away these bubbles on the screen. Having green or blue, but I think maybe green is best here. Because you see your shot just hits everything. And I think you don't want red at the start of the next stage, so I think keeping green is good. Although, you know, if you do switch your weapon here, it's by no means over or anything, but like, I think having red at the start of stage 6 might have been uncomfortable. Static boss fight, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe there's some RNG component to it, but I mean the patterns are static. You can go under the lasers instead of in between, like that. You can do that. And here you want to make sure you do not kill this boss, because if the boss dies during the laser or right before he uses it, you get no score for the kill. So you have to wait until you kill him. That's why I waited there. I've lost the score for that once and I didn't want that to happen again. Oh, looks like I was pretty close to killing myself there. Was a bit too close. Now these side pods you hold do delete bullets, so that's why I could dash through like that without dying. Here you want to stay in the middle and then tap up and down to avoid the aim bullets. And here for this next part, it's similar. You want the aim bullets to go into to get blocked by the structures there that makes the lasers bounce around. Next there's a series of rooms where it's pretty simple. You just kind of kill everything on the screen without being in a dangerous spot. So going down here This is a safe place to be, so just go here, kill everything. Same here, you gotta just kill everything before you can move forward. But the stage design is going dramatically more interesting here than in the early game. Much more, there's a lot of ideas here, even if the stage is still not too hard for shmup standards. There's a lot of ideas, and having ideas is refreshing. Here's another idea. You know, this is pretty interesting. Stuff like this is interesting, you know, it's cool. But it's not very hard, so it's not gonna stay interesting to play this game 100 times. That's kind of the whole reason why I appreciate this game. It's cool for a couple of times, and then when the game isn't hard anymore, you can move on. These two enemies, arguably the hardest thing in the game, other than the score trick, of course. It looks like mine didn't quite die on time, so I have to dodge some extra stuff there. Yeah, this is quite dangerous. Yeah, very dangerous. Those guys are supposed to die faster. So I messed that one up, and I managed to live. Now we want to switch to green. Just make sure we have green at the end here. And then there's the boss score trick here. Now, I lost a no-miss run to accidentally dying while doing this trick on an earlier run, so I just decided to do a compromise. There's a period here where you can shoot these guys without doing damage. And that way you get a bunch of score while you do that. And you can actually do it 3 times. At most you can do it 3 times. But I went with a 2 strat for this run because that is far more consistent than 3. So I just did that just to make sure I have a no-miss run that gets something. If you do it 3 times, you could score 200k more from that, or something. Supposedly you can get 250k per shoot, but I don't know how to do that, so I only know how to get like 200k per shoot. But supposedly you can get 250, that's what I read, and it's supposedly like, I think supposedly the world record holder said that you can do that, get 750k from that trick. But yeah, with save states I didn't figure out how you're supposed to do that. I only figured out how to get like 600 something. And I went with the 400 strat. So that's R-Type Leo. Not the best shmup ever, but it's a nice casual game. Let's do...
Yvonne04 says, GG.
I'm not sure how many more games I'll do today, since Bobble 2 was quite long. Maybe just one more game. So Rainbow Islands. And then maybe I'll do the rest another day. So Rainbow Islands, let's see here.